Hi everyone, today is the 10th of May, the day we've been actively waiting for.
It's the most important day of our lives in Canada right now. We are going to leave this house as home renters and come back as homeowners. Obviously, not of this house, but the view is amazing.
Good morning everyone. Today is the 24th of January 2021 and this is the first time we are going out to look for houses.
And it's negative 6 degrees right now, so we are prepared for the cold. So, today we are going to look at 2 townhouses and 4 condos. I like the neighborhood, but not the area as such. Like, I don't see anything to eat or go out.
Hello everyone, today is the 27th of January. It's 5 pm and we've just wrapped up our work.
So on Sunday, we saw 2 townhouses and few condos. We liked the townhouses and 1 condo. However, the townhouses were really out of our way and the condo did not allow pets. So we are still searching.
So right now we are heading over to see 2 more townhomes in the North York area.
And it is negative 9 degrees Celsius, so it's going to be really cold. And it's snowed yesterday, so you might be able to see some snow. The stairs are not built properly. See, there's an angle of 1 degree.
Good morning, it's the 31st of January and it's going to be our third viewing. The last time we did our viewings, we saw 2 townhomes and we loved one of them, and we are most likely going to be putting an offer on them. But because it's a bidding war going on in the Toronto market right now, we just want to be absolutely sure that we are not missing out on any other prospects.
So we are still looking for houses today, even though we are going to bid on 1 condo. So the real estate market in Ontario, in Canada in general, is really very hot right now. So for an example, yesterday there was a listing that was posted. We really liked it. We were going to schedule the viewing today, but within hours of it being posted, it got sold without any conditions. So that is how much the market is hot, and everything is under seller's control. So people are bidding $100,000 above the asking price to actually get a house to live in. And we also want to buy a house right now because in summer usually the prices really go up because there are a lot more people who are buying houses than in winter. And today it's again negative 6 degrees and real feel is below negative 10. So we are going to cozy up, bundle up, and then go. So the plan for today is we are going to look at one house in North York and 3 houses in Mississauga because we have exhausted all our options of living in the city. So we are moving to suburbs, trying to look for houses in Mississauga and figure out where we can find one that we will be lucky to win the bid. So Nish, this is what we were talking about. You mentioned this looks small, and the reason is the first house that we saw, they made the dining area this, or they had this whole living area, so they converted this whole to living area, and then that was the dining area, the previous one we saw. So the size is exactly the same, it's just how they have placed it.
Today is the 4th of February and finally the temperature is little in the positive.
It's 2 degrees right now, and we are going to look at 2 different houses that we like. And it's a special day today because we have put an offer on one of the house, and the owner is going to review all those offers and decide who wins the bid.
Yeah, but it's a very hot market right now and in the favor of the seller. Like in the past 5 minutes, the seller got like 5 more offers, bringing the total up to 20. Who knows how many more offers they'll get before the review hours.
So that's why we are completely prepared to lose this bid, and we are still looking at houses. So we have 2 houses that we are going to look at today. The roof is not Nice. Something is going on with the roof. So we just got back to our home and brought some food with us because we are very hungry, and we saw two houses. So
We are waiting for the result on the one we have bid today, but we won't know that until maybe the next 30-40 minutes. So until then, we'll just have dinner and hope for the best.
and we are prepared to not get this house because right now there have been 30 other offers. And let us share a story with you. So our realtor was also looking for a house. He was looking for a detached house. So that is a different domain than what we were looking for, but he, as soon as the listing was posted, he went, saw the house and put an offer. That is how he got the offer, and in just few hours there were already 5 offers, and he had to put 300,000 more than the asking price. So that is how much crazy the market is right now.
Oh, it very much is crazy right now. People are snatching away houses as soon as the listing goes up. So we'll see. If we don't get in the Toronto area, we might have to look outside of it. The one advantage of looking outside is we don't have to pay as much taxes on the land transfer, which we can use towards a down payment and maybe possibly higher bid. So let's see. Good morning, everyone. Today is the 6th of February and we are still house hunting.
So today we are going to see 4 other houses, and if we are still looking at the houses, that means we didn't get the bid that we placed on the first house.
Yeah, even though we placed a bid for 100K over the asking price, imagine that we didn't get it, meaning how crazy the market is right now.
Yeah, and the house went for 220K above the asking, right? Or 250K.
Yeah.
I think somewhere around 200 plus $1,000 it went above asking.
So today we're looking at properties in Mississauga, which are 2 to 3 story condo townhouses. Hopefully we'll like one of them and we'll get a bid. So tomorrow you need the bank draft then, right?
Yes, I will send you a list of instructions as the next step. Don't worry. Well, I mean, you can go now if you want, but I mean, tomorrow's fine. I was just say, celebrate, relax, calm yourself. Just take it in for a minute. I know it's a long journey to get to this point, and I'm just glad you got there. But yeah, they accepted your offer. I will send you the paperwork shortly.
We just got the property.
Yay, we got the house.
They say third time's the charm. This was the third house we actually bid on and we finally got it.
So the second house that we bid on, we unfortunately did not get it, but lucky for us, the same day when we lost the bid, our agent called us and said, this is the house that we already saw, and somehow their bid did not go through. So that's still in the market, and before the listing agent puts it back on the market again, they just wanted to reach out to us to see if we would be interested because we had already seen this house. So we grabbed that opportunity and we placed a bid.
And it's actually a funny story because we weren't planning to put a bid on that house first because when we saw it, the offer date was one day before the house we were really interested in. So we decided not to put a bid on this beforehand. But because of the whole situation that happened, we got a second chance at it and we grabbed the opportunity.
And we got this house comparatively on a bargain. Just because it was not completely renovated, it's still in a decent condition, and it's just 18-year-old building, so it's not 50-year-old building as our previous 2 bids that we placed. They were all 40 plus old houses. So this is relatively new building, and we got this at a bargain because it's not fully renovated, and we would be renovating it and we'll gain equity on it. So that's a good deal for us.
Yeah, and it's in a relatively nice place. It's on a major street in Mississauga, very close to downtown. Hopefully, this will work out really well for us.
Yeah, so we heard from the real estate agent yesterday, and today we had to submit the deposit. So Anish went to the bank and put the deposit. But since this was not the house that we were interested in, we didn't review the status certificate before putting the offer. So that is why this was a conditional offer. Now, since we are in buyer's market,
No, we are in the seller's market.
we are in seller's market, and buyers do not have any control whatsoever. So even if you have any condition on your offer, it's very difficult to win the bid. But we were lucky.
So the way things work here is once your offer is accepted, you have 24 hours to submit a 5% deposit. 5% of the purchase price that was agreed upon by you, the buyer, and the seller. So that's what I deposited right now in the seller's brokerage trust, and that remains in trust until two things happen. One, we don't waive off the condition on status, so we get the whole amount back within the next 10 business days, or it remains in trust until the closing date, which for us it's going to be 90 days from yesterday, so sometime in May.
Yeah, so until then, the money is in the trust fund, and we are just waiting for our real estate agent to share the status certificate, and then we'll send it to our lawyer, and hopefully everything checks out, and then we'll have the house to ourselves in May.
So obviously the next steps after the deposit is to wait. You need the status. So okay.
Yes.
So the last thing would be status, basically. As long as the status checks out, I mean, obviously you need your lawyer to review, make sure you're okay with whatever is in the status certificate. And if you're okay with that, I would sign a waiver saying, yeah, you're waiving the condition of status, you go firm. Okay, so at that point in time, you basically, it's like, that's it. It's like, unless you're taking your place, your status is your last bit to kind of get out of it. But like, with that said, you can't just be like, oh, I don't like the property anymore because they couldn't sue you. Technically, you need to have like reasoned why the status is bad and why you would not take the place.
Makes sense.
It has to be reasons for it.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Okay.
the good news is you can relax for a couple of days if you want. Now, I mean, I don't know. I think they already requested it, so you might get it as early. I don't know when. Maybe they said as early as tomorrow, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. But like, I wouldn't be surprised to get it by end of day, like tomorrow or even Friday. With that said, you have 2 business days. Okay, so you gotta make sure to just tell your lawyers like, hey, the day we receive it is 2 business days after by 7 o'clock. They gotta get you an answer. You gotta be able to say yes or no that you're taking this thing firm. Yeah. So for now, just wait for the status. I'm gonna send you the signed agreement, like really, like pretty much now. You'll have it in your hands. I'll let you know as soon as I get the status. And yeah.
No, we are just going to relax and just we are going to.
I'm tired of this.
Yeah, we're just going to hope like everything's going to go fine here, and we don't have to keep looking at properties anymore.
Hey, no problem on my part, but I'm open if you want to.
Hey guys, so the last checking we did was after we won the bid for this house. So it's already a month, and today we are going to go to our house and visit it.
So when we got this house, in the offer we put in an additional 2 visits before the closing, that we can go and view the house anytime.
So basically what Anish meant by closing was when you actually get the keys to the house. So right now we have won the house, but we don't have the keys and we are not the owners right now. Closing happens when the bank releases the money and the money goes to the seller.
Yeah, it's essentially the day you get your keys. But before closing, you can view your house. Normally, standard duration is 2 times, but you can put in as much as you like in your contract as long as the seller accepts it. So today's visit is going to be mainly for taking measurements, because we are going to be creating detailed floor plans, 3D models, renderings, etc., so that we can figure out, number one, how much it's going to cost to do any sort of remodeling or renovation, and what sort of furniture we can fit, and how to lay out all of the furniture.
So there's still almost 2 months before we would actually be closing our house, and it's March right now. So until then we wanted to plan all our furniture. That's why we wanted to create a 3D model, and Anish would be doing that today. And another thing is we wanted to do a lot of renovations. We want to do renovations in the kitchen and also around the house. And one more thing, to mention was when we put the offer on our house, we didn't have any condition on home inspection. So today we have already contacted an home inspector. He would also be there at the property and he would be doing a walkthrough of the house and giving us the inspection report.
So see you after the home inspection is done.
Now, very important, okay? Always monitor your plumbing system.
Hey guys, so we are back from the whole visit to the property to get all the 3D renderings done, floor plan done, measurements taken, and also we had a walkthrough with the home inspector. Overall, the whole process took around, I think, 3 hours.
3 hours.
From start to finish. But trust me, the money that we spent on the home inspection was well worth it.
So it was basically for our peace of mind. When we put an offer to the house, we already saw it and everything looked right to us. There was no problem, but we both are not professionals, right? So this was just for our peace of mind, and the home inspector confirmed that, and he also gave us a lot of tips on how to maintain a house. This would be our first house which we don't know how to maintain, because in condos you don't have to do anything, everything is taken care of. If there's any issue, you just call condo maintenance and they'll come and fix it. But with being homeowners, you get all the responsibility. So we feel all the money that we spent on this was well worth it, right?
And the inspector was like super professional, and he was explaining every step that he was doing in extreme detail. I think he took around 2 hours from start to finish, and we were with him the whole time, and he was explaining every minute thing that was like maybe a minor cosmetic thing or even something like an electrical issue. Overall, the structure of the house is pretty great. We don't have to do anything there. So there are some minor cosmetic issues which you can get fixed when we are going to be renovating it once we close on the house.
Yeah, so in total, all these minor cosmetic changes won't cost us much. So the house is in pretty good condition, so we are happy.
Yeah. Today is the 6th of May and we are a few days away from our closing.
Our closing is on 10th of May. So just to give you a recap of what all have happened in the past 2 months, we got our mortgage approved, shared our real estate lawyer's information with our mortgage specialist, and also shared the seller's lawyer information with our lawyer. So all 3 parties worked together behind the scenes, got all the formalities done, and that is where we are right now.
As of this morning, I went ahead and deposited the remaining amount of the down payment and the closing costs to a real estate attorney's trust. And we're going to meet the lawyer in about 5 minutes from now to actually sign all the paperwork. Now we are doing this virtually over Zoom because, of course, COVID. Otherwise, we would have been in person at the lawyer's office signing the documents today. Once that is all done, all we're left with is the final home inspection and closing.
Hey guys, so it's the 8th today and our closing is in 2 days.
We have rented this car and we are going to keep this for the next 30 days.
So we just left the parking lot after picking our car, and now we are going to visit our house again. This is going to be our second visit before the closing.
Hi everyone, today is the 10th of May, the day we've been actively waiting for.
It's the most important day of our lives in Canada right now. We are going to leave this house as home renters and come back as homeowners. Obviously not of this house, but the view is amazing. Hey guys, it's 3:40 p.m. and we have left for Mississauga. We are just waiting for our lawyer to send us an email saying the keys have been put in the lockbox with the code. So we'll retrieve the keys and go inside. We were eager, so we just left our home early without seeing the email from our lawyers. But while we are driving there, we are hoping we'll get the keys, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be homeowners. Yay!
Hello all, it's 4:45. We've closed slightly earlier than 5. We were waiting in the visitors parking, waiting for our lawyer's confirmation that we have closed. And finally that we have, now we are sitting in our driveway.
So there's a slight change in the plans. Earlier we were updated that the keys would be put in a lockbox, but right now our lawyer sent us an email and also called us saying the listing agent is coming over to hand us the key personally. So we are just waiting for the keys.
Welcome. Finally, welcome to our new home. Yay, we are finally homeowners.
Yay, this is our new home. So this whole process took 4 months. We started looking for houses by end of January and it's 10th of May today. We bid on 2 houses, lost those bid. Third time was a charm and this is our house. Our closing was 3 months and we put the bid early February, I believe, right?
It's been 90 days in the making.
90 days in the making. So everything took 4 months and finally we are homeowners. We are planning to do a lot of renovations in this house. So we have our rental home till the end of this month. While we are staying there, we are going to make a lot of improvements in here. So stay tuned.
We'll share that journey with you through our small little daily vlogs.
Hope we were able to share our nervousness, our excitement, and finally a happy ending with you guys.
And as always, if you like this video, click the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and stay tuned for our renovation journey.
Bye.
Bye.